Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wrestling extravaganza by Global Wrestling Alliance. We're live from the Grand Ballroom in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we present Merciless. I am Joe Davis, the voice of GWA. Thank you for joining us.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, Vicious and Delicious.
We're going to start this event off with the Women's World Title match. We're going to show you how we got here. Last week, Vicious and Delicious would gain a non-title victory over Power and Glory, but it wouldn't stop there. The vicious part of Vicious and Delicious was shown by Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell with a vicious assault on Power and Glory following the matchup. Power and Glory would go on to say that they would willingly put up the World Tag Team titles just to get a rematch against Vicious and Delicious. So that brings us to this matchup tonight. It is the opening bout of Merciless, and it's got major implications, and that is the GWA Women's World Tag Team titles. Vicious and Delicious looking to walk out of here tonight with championship gold. And here come the Women's World Tag Team Champions.
And introducing the champions, they are the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Champions, Power and Glory.
Power and Glory, the team of Lacey Evans and Whitney Duncan. Again, they were willing to put up a shot for the Women's World Tag Team titles against Vicious and Delicious just to get their hands on them right here tonight. And obviously, that challenge was accepted because why wouldn't have they accepted that? It's a shot at championship gold here in GWA, so Vicious and Delicious took this opportunity with open arms. There are the challengers, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And, of course, the champions, Whitney Duncan and Lacey Evans. So our opening bout, just one of 5 different championship matches to take place here tonight at Merciless. The Men's World Tag Team titles will be on the line later on, as well as the Women's World Championship, the United States Heavyweight Championship, and, of course, the Heavyweight Championship of the world. The bell sounds. Indy Hartwell starting things off with Lacey Evans, a block and a kick with those high-heel combat boots. And now Hartwell coming back after Evans, and a ripcord knee strike catching Evans right on the jaw. Blocked by Evans, right hand catches the mark. Evans now sending Hartwell across, and they collide center of the ring. Neither one of these ladies gaining the upper hand off of that, and once again, elbow catching Hartwell right on the point of the jaw. Stiff shot right to the lower spinal region of Indy Hartwell, and look at this, has her by the throat, choke slam. What power by Evans. 1, and only a 1 count. The resiliency of Indy Hartwell on display there. Another stiff shot by Evans. And after a little back and forth in the early going, Power and Glory now with the advantage. Tag, Whitney Duncan, legal. Hartwell sent for the ride and double back body drop. Cover. 1, 2, not even the 2. Not even a 2. And Hartwell able to dive past Duncan, get the tag. The drop kick did not find its mark for Duncan, and that time it did. The official trying to get Hartwell out of the ring here. Finally successful in doing so. Duncan now with Candice LeRae. Sends her for the ride against the rope cinch. Puts the brakes on and the backstabber. Cover and the foot under the bottom rope. A great call by our GWA official. This matchup will continue. LeRae face first into the top turnbuckle. Hard knife edge chops by Whitney Duncan. Sent across the ring hard with authority. Duncan now goes for the cover. 1 and only a 1 count. Hartwell once again back in the ring. Duncan gonna go after her. Drop kick, catching her flush. And Duncan feeling the need to fight off both members of Vicious and Delicious. A block by Candice. Drops her face first with the DDT. Middle rope now for LeRae. Look at that springboard moonsault, catching Duncan in the back. It's a cover by LeRae. 1, 2, and a 2 count for Candice LeRae. Candice now in control of Whitney Duncan. Head first into the top turnbuckle. Candice LeRae now going in, punishing Whitney Duncan in the corner. And reversal and drop toe with an DDT. LeRae buries the right hand into the Gertz. Hooked up suplex situation, hits it perfectly. The tag to Indy Hartwell. And Duncan trying desperately to get to her corner, but the stiff shot right into the breadbasket. It's going to cut off that tag attempt, and a jawbreaker by Hartwell. And now Vicious and Delicious making frequent tags and trying to isolate Whitney Duncan from her corner. Oh my, look at this. Submission with a bridge, really torquing the neck of Whitney Duncan. And Hartwell looked like he was going to cut off Lacey Evans. And Whitney Duncan able to break the hold. The official trying to get Evans out of there is successful. Kick blocked. Candice now sending Duncan over the top rope into the floor. The official going to begin his count. LeRae going to go out after her. Slamming the back of her head on the floor. Down with a knee drop, and Vicious and Delicious once again beginning to show that vicious side. There's a block by Duncan. And against the barricade, Candice LeRae now sent back into the ring by Duncan. Whitney Duncan drops LeRae. 1, 2, no. Long 2 count for Duncan on that exchange. LeRae now in the corner. That's not where she wants to be. Tag. Lacey Evans is legal. Double super kick. Cover. 1 and broken up by Indy Hartwell. Shot right to the back and another by Evans. And Evans gonna pay for it with a backstabber. Now Candice LeRae trying to do as much damage to Lacey Evans as possible. Suplex, hit it! More like a brain buster there. Stiff shot right to the back. Candice now, I'm not sure what she's got in mind. There's a stop. And Evans with the elbow right into the midsection. Handful of hair and the right hand. 1, 2, 3. And how the tide had turned awfully quick for Power and Glory. The elbow to the midsection. The woman's right to the face of Candice LeRae. It was a knockout blow, and Power and Glory retained. Lacey Evans and Whitney Duncan successful in retaining the GWA Women's World Tag Team titles against Vicious and Delicious in our opening bout here at Merciless. Oh, the tag team action not going to stop there because we have more tag team action coming up next. #1 contenders match for the World Tag Team titles. The Pitbulls take on the Viking Raiders. The Pitbulls prepared to do battle with the Viking Raiders. Stipulation added to this match just prior to going live. The winners will be the new #1 contenders for the GWA World Tag Team titles. The World Tag Team titles will be decided later on tonight as Sergio and Bob will challenge the Eliminators. Here come the opponents. What a clash this is about to be.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 552 pounds.
The Viking Raiders have been on a roll lately here in Global Wrestling Alliance. Have a couple victories in the previous couple of weeks. The Pitbulls, no slouches either, with a victory over High Energy just 2 nights ago on Supercharged. So both of these teams going in with a lot of momentum, but their path to the World Tag Team titles will end for one of these teams here tonight. Only one can move on to face the World Tag Team Champions, whoever that may be, when this night is all said and done. And here these people behind the Viking Raiders. Mahler Isaac starting things off with Ivar. There's the bell, and the official kind of got sandwiched between these two behemoths. What in the world? I did not realize Ivar had that in him. Caught him with a Spanish fly. Goes for the cover, but the official still trying to come to. 1, 2, no, not a 2. A 1 count. But I think that one completely threw Mahler off guard. Did for me. Couple of strikes here by Ivar, and now Mahler goes for the ride. Spinning back elbow, tag to Eric. Eric with a stomp right to the midsection, and look at him. Just mauling Mauler's face. Here's a cover. One. And, oh my, Luther in with a forearm shot, catching Eric right in the face. Eric gonna get right in Mauler's face, or Luther's face, rather. Shot right to the ribs by Mauler Isaac. Giving assist to Luther, allowing Mauler to finally get a little bit of offense in. Makes the tag, Luther Isaac now legal. Mauler Isaac going in strong against a look at that reversal. Looked like he was going for a gut wrench of some sort. Knee right to the side of the head. And look at this deadlifting Luther Isaac right off the canvas into a power bomb. One, and still only a one. Can you believe that? Knife edge chop. He got caught trying to go for the forearm suplex by Luther Isaac. Tag made once again. Eric also going to make the tag, and we're back to square one. And DDT by Ivar. Drops the elbow right into the sternum. Goes for the big splash, but no one home. Mauler Isaac now, is he going to get it? Snap suplex. The Isaac brothers, powerhouses in their own right. Display of that power right there with a snap suplex. Luther Isaac tag back in. Taking a little too long to get back on the offense for Ivar. He's going to take over. Luther Isaac now with a right hand into the rib cage. Ivar sent for the ride into the corner. Knife edge chop. Overhand. Look at Luther go. Gonna pull Ivar out of the corner the hard way. Cover here. 1, 2, no. Still about a half second away from new number one contenders for the World Tag Team titles. And what a slam by Luther Isaac. Mauler tag back in now. Ivar, I think, desperately needs to make a tag at this point. He's taken a lot of punishment at the hands of the Pitbulls. Mauler now with Ivar, sending him face first into the corner. Mauler Isaac sends him for the ride against the ropes, and the shoulder tackle by Mauler Isaac. Cover here. 1, 2, and broken up by Eric. Eric sent over the top rope to the floor by Luther Isaac. And now Mauler with Ivar sends him over the top, but he hangs on, forearm shot. Ivar back in, right into the clutches of Mauler Isaac. Look at this double underhook powerbomb. 1, 2, got it. No, the official only says who. Woo. In the corner, stalking his prey. No, he missed him. He didn't get it. He missed the spear. Spinning kick. Spinning heel kick by Ivar. Ivar now has Mauler right where he wants him. On the shoulders. Spikes him with a sit-out pile driver. Cover, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, wait a second. The left shoulder shoots off the canvas. Mauler Isaac still, let's listen to these people. They are loving this right now. And Eric and Luther Isaac still brawling on the outside of the ring. Ivar still trying to put away Mauler Isaac. He's going to go for it for a second time. He's got him up and spikes him head first into the canvas. Cover again. 1, 2. This time he got him. What a victory for the Viking Raiders. It was not one, but 2 sit-out spike pile drivers by Ivar to put away Mauler Isaac. A huge victory for the Viking Raiders.
For your winners, Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raider.
Well, the Raiders will be paying close attention to the World Tag Team title match later on tonight, so they'll know who they'll be going up against. But they're gunning for the World Tag Team titles. And speaking of championships, coming up next, the United States Heavyweight Championship is on the line as the Coalition's LA Knight defends against Roderick Strong. But let's show you how we got here. It was 2 weeks ago after a victory over Sheik Amir that LA Knight would make his presence known and tell Roderick Strong that the Coalition is watching him, and he had a stern warning. After a victory over Justin Reed, Roderick Strong was confronted by LA Knight once again. We had a standoff, and it was right there that we could tell that a United States championship match was coming. They would be put together in a tag team match 2 nights ago on Supercharged, but right from the very beginning, these two are not on the same page. You see that right here as well. Miscommunication, or was it? Did LA Knight just blast Roderick Strong? Well, we're not really sure. These two men would end up losing that match against the Lucha House Party. And that brings us to this matchup for the United States Heavyweight Championship right here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Championship.
Here is the #1 contender, Roderick Strong. A couple of weeks back, gained a GWA contract by eliminating 7 other competitors in an 8-man over-the-top battle royal in Tokyo, Japan at the International Wrestling Invitational. That victory clearly got the attention of the Coalition, and particularly of LA Knight. Been paying close attention to Roderick Strong ever since. And because of that, Roderick Strong has the opportunity to become United States Heavyweight Champion right here tonight. All he's got to do is dethrone LA Knight. I believe that's going to be easier said than done. Roderick Strong looks laser focused. And here comes the champion. And of course, he's got the manager of the Coalition with him. You see Don Holmes back there in the background. So Roderick Strong, of course, is going to have eyes in the back of his head. He's going to have to pay attention to not only LA Knight, but he's have to keep his eyes on Don Holmes as well. Don Holmes could easily be the difference maker when it comes to the outcome of this matchup. As much as I would hate to see some tomfoolery, or should I say Donfoolery, by Don Holmes, that would be the deciding factor of this matchup. I can't put it out of my mind that that could be a possibility. LA Knight is ready to go. Roderick Strong's ready to go. We're going to send it down to the ring. We're going to get the official introductions for this matchup.
Introducing the challenger from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong. And introducing the champion from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 240 pounds. He is the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight.
Champion and challenger has been introduced. LA Knight will surrender the championship belt to the official. And Roderick Strong, so close yet so far away from claiming that championship belt for his own. Strong is ready. Knight is ready. And here we go. Knife edge chop reciprocated by LA Knight. Shot by Strong. And as a headlock on him, Strong has it broken up by LA Knight. And look at this. Both of these guys looking for some sort of advantage here. LA Knight sending Strong against the ropes and missed completely. Clothesline over the top rope and to the floor. And LA Knight able to get the first big shot in this matchup. Strong back in the ring. He's met by LA Knight. Knight now with Strong in the ropes. And a right hand to the Gertz. Now Roderick Strong with LA Knight. Knee strike right to the face. And now wraps up that wraps up both legs into the Indian Deathlock. Not a very long submission, but that will do some damage to the tendons and ligaments. Strong now, trying to pour on the punishment, and he's going upstairs. Down with a knee drop, but no water in the pew. LA Knight completely avoids that one, and a straight right hand drops Strong right back up to his feet. The tenacity of Roderick Strong on display here. Shot to the face, and wait a second. On the apron. My God! And what a shot by Roderick Strong. And he needed that. Right in front of Don Holmes. Roderick Strong, you think he means business? I don't know how LA Knight could recover from that. Roderick Strong just pouring on the punishment. The official up to 4 now. Roderick Strong just pounding away, grinding down LA Knight. The official now up to 6. Strong back up and into the ring. LA Knight trying to regain his composure here. Gonna get a word of advice from Don Holmes. That's never good. And back in the ring now and right back out. And look at this, Roderick Strong not playing that game. Throws caution to the wind. Cannonballs over the top rope. I don't think he got all of it, but he sure did graze LA Knight pretty good. Caught him. Got him with a dragon screw. Shot right to the face, and Roderick Strong, as unorthodox as it may seem, he's been able to keep LA Knight on his toes, if nothing else. Ducks underneath and into the ring post. Did you hear that? That right there could be the turning point of this entire match. A big boot right to the face. That metallic sound of Roderick Strong's head ricocheting off the ring post. That was sickening. The official got up to 8 before both combatants made their way back into the ring. Kick to the midsection. Drops him with a cover. 1. And still only a 1, excuse me. Excuse me, how did he do that? LA Knight still keeping the pressure on. LA Knight sets him up again, suplex situation. No! Hits him with the neck breaker. Strong trying to get back to his feet. And hits him with an knee strike, and the clothesline sends Strong right back to the canvas. Cover again. 1, 2. No. But Roderick Strong kicks out at 2. Knee strike right to the back of the head. LA Knight is feeling it at the moment. LA Knight now sending Strong into the corner. Straight right hand between the eyes. Sent for the ride. Against the corner. European uppercut. Gonna get in the cover here. 1, 2. No, Roderick Strong still kicks out at 2. Well, how much more can Roderick Strong take? Sort of been all downhill for him ever since he had his head rammed into the ring post on the outside. LA Knight now. Swinging neck breaker. Cover again. 1, 2. No! Just 2. For LA Knight. Now he's taking a lot of time here. Think he's got this one all wrapped up and it's just a matter of time. Strong with the elbow right to the girts. And look at this. Roderick Strong with the gut buster. Cover. 1, 2. Got it. No, he didn't get it. Long 2 count for Roderick Strong. He's trying to put this one away. Kick to the midsection. And blocked by Strong. Strong now with the, a Uranagi into a backbreaker. Roderick Strong pouring it on here. He can sense the victory. He can feel it. He can smell it. He can taste it. Strong. Look at this. Look how strong Strong is. Are you kidding me? With one arm, drops LA Knight in the center of the ring. Roderick Strong on a roll here now. The right hand's right to the temple of LA Knight. And look at this. Rip cords him into the knee right underneath the jaw. 1, 2. New champion. No, not a new champion, but also very close. The knee drop didn't find a home. Drops him face first, and just like that, it's over. 1, 2, no! Roderick Strong somehow gets the left shoulder up. It's not over quite yet. But Roderick Strong has got to be in a severe daze. Up on the shoulders, and the elevated neck breaker by LA Knight. Got him. LA Knight once again victorious and retains. Look at this. The elevation on that neck breaker. That was after already being spiked face first into the canvas. That was all for Roderick Strong.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight.
Well, the first title defense for the Coalition went smoothly. Coming up next, we see 2 former friends and 2 former partners collide as Sarray is set to take on Io Shirai. And also, this is also a #1 contenders match for the Women's World Championship this time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, the Warrior of the Sun,
Sarray, one half of the team that used to be known as the Spitfire Warriors. That team came to an end when Io Shirai believed that Sarray did not have Shirai's back. Blames Sarray for losing the Women's World Tag Team titles and said that she no longer needs Sarray, no longer needs a partner. From now on, it is all about Io Shirai. Shirai assaulted Sarray before a singles matchup about a week ago. Sarray saying, well, she's not done with Io yet. After this matchup, she will be.
And from Tokyo, Japan,
Io Shirai looking to break out on her own, says she doesn't need anybody. Sarray saying that, you know what, I want one more match. I want to fight you now, Io. And because of the tension between these two, and being that both of these two young ladies can be breakout single stars, GWA management has decided to tack on the #1 contender stipulation to this match as well. So we're going to see the Spitfire Warriors explode right here at Merciless, but whoever wins will be the #1 contender for the GWA Women's World Championship. So a lot on the line here. And Io still seems to have some fans here. And the bell sounds, and Sarray comes out swinging, blocked by Shirai. And now Sarray comes back again, hooked her up into a modified suplex. Now Sarray, the Warrior of the Sun, goes up top, double stop off the top. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and a long 2 count for Sarray in the early going. Looking to put this one away early. Down with an E drop, but no one there. Kick to the shin and a roundhouse kick right to the face by Io Shirai, the magician of the sky. And Sarray comes right back. Hits the Russian leg sweep. Double stomp in the small of the back end again. And Sarray now pull Io away from the ropes. Here's another cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was close. That was awfully close. Sarray in the driver's seat right now. Suplex, the snap suplex by Sarray. Sarray going up top once more. And down with a splash. That's got to do it. Oh, how close. And how close was that? And Sarray receives the headbutt by Io Shirai. A desperation offensive maneuver there. Kick to the midsection, the double underhook into the face buster. Cover. 1, 2. The right shoulder comes off the canvas for Sarray. But Io Shirai turns it around right quick with that home run shot. Double knees right to the midsection. Now Io to the top. And down with the elbow drop. Finds its mark. Cover. 2. No. Once again, the shoulder comes off the canvas, but not as with as much force as it has been. And Io letting her ego get the best of her. Caught into the fisherman suplex by Sarray. Here's the cover. 1, 2. No, that's about 2.5 there for Sarray. And now, well, Sarray with the elbows right into the glutes. These two have been throwing everything at each other since the opening bell. Now sent through the ropes and go, wait a second. Hold on. No, I don't like this. Wait a second. Oh my God. Io Shirai just spiked Sarray, someone who's supposed to be her friend, with a pile driver off the ring apron to the floor. Please, I'm begging you, somebody in the back, if you can hear me, get some medical attention on standby. Sarray still fighting. There has to be some severe neck damage after that. Io Shirai with no regard for the health of Sarray. That is just unbelievable. I think the official really needs to check on Sarray here. He may need to stop this match. How can anyone continue after that? Io still punishing Sarray. The double underhook into the facebuster yet again. My God, Io Shirai relentless, and now up top. And Io Shirai with the moonsault. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, this one is over. There's the moonsault, but I don't think that was even the worst of it. Again, can we get some medical attention? Somebody needs to check on Sarray.
Here is your winner, Io Shirai.
Well, Io Shirai with no regard for the health and safety, the well-being of her former friend, Sarray. And be that as it may, Io Shirai finds victory and also is now the #1 contender for the GWA Women's World Championship. Well, more championship gold on the line next as the GWA World Tag Team titles are on the line as the Coalition's Eliminators defend against the Fighting Irishmen, Sergio Dondelinger and Bob. But let's show you how we got here. A couple of weeks ago, non-title match, the Dondelinger Zinger gains the victory for Bob and Sergio. The Eliminators wanted a rematch the following week, but Sergio was eliminated in the back after an assault. We don't know, technically speaking, who did it, but we all know it's the Eliminators. That wound up with Bob finding himself in a 2-on-1 handicap situation where the Eliminators just took their time and slowly dissected Bob. We understand that his right eye was severely damaged. It's still taped up to this day. But just 2 nights ago, Sergio would find some redemption and some revenge, attacking Cliff Russell in the parking garage, and then finding Vince Dixon in the back. The chair shot, and then follows it up with this, putting Dixon through the table, just destroying the Eliminators. Neither of these teams can be at 100%, but the World Tag Team titles are on the line.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined
Sergio and Bob made their way down to the ring. You can see the arm of Sergio still heavily bandaged as long as his ribs, and Bob still has that bandage over his right eye. I don't think he can even see out of it. And I don't have a good feeling about this, ladies and gentlemen.
And introducing the champions, accompanied by Don Bull. At a combined weight of 500 pounds, they are the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions.
Of the Eliminators. They're here. They look about as 100% as you can get, I guess. I mean, maybe they're just trying to put on a strong face. They got to be hurting a little bit after that assault by Sergio Dondelinger just 2 nights ago. But Sergio and Bob still a little worse for wear, and I don't agree. I don't think this match should be taking place. I think it should be postponed. At least until Bob can see out of both eyes, for crying out loud. You see that eye heavily bandaged. Again, I don't feel good about that at all. One last look at the challengers and the champions. This has gotten severely personal between these 4 men. But that's what it's all about. The most coveted tag team titles in all of the wrestling industry. Bob going to be starting things off with Vince Dixon, and I already questioned that. I already questioned that decision. And clothesline did next to nothing to Bob. Bob sending Dixon over to the corner. And hard shot right to the shoulder joint. Follows it up with another. And blocked by Dixon. Catches Bob with the drop kick. He's got to be able to protect that eye. It's sent into the Eliminator's corner. That is not where Bob wants to be. This is bad. This is really bad. And down across the left arm. And now, a reversal. A couple of kidney shots, and Bob, he gets blocked again. Knee strike right on the jaw, right on the chin. Drops the elbow right in the face. Now, I think he went right for the eye. I think he went right for the eye on that one with a point of the elbow. I think the Eliminators are really trying to do just that. They're trying to eliminate Bob permanently. 1, 2, and a 2 count, but Bob still not going to give it up. Seeing the heart of a warrior here in Bob. Head first into the turnbuckle. Here's another tag. Vince Dixon now legal. And the inverted atomic drop followed it up with a big boot cover. 1, 2, 3. No, Bob still kicks out. But how much can he take? And how much can he risk? I mean, if there really was some damage done to that right eye, he's kicking it. He's kicking him right in the eye. He's risking permanent damage. Is Bob taking this match? And stretching him out there. Rolled up into the cover. 1, 2, no, and Bob still kicks out. But he needs to get to Sergio. He needs to get the tag. And he needs to do it quickly. Again to the face. These guys are like animals. They're like sharks that just smell the blood. No doubt, this instruction for the Eliminators coming from up top, coming from the blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton. And look at this, Bob fighting back again, the scoop and the power slam. And Bob, 300 plus pounds. And the senton. That's got to be like a boulder falling on you. 1, 2, 3. No. Bob almost pulled it off. He nearly pulled it off right there. And Bob finally going to make it over The Fighting Irishman is legal, and there's about to be hell to pay. Up on the shoulders. And down. Draped across. Clotheslined like last week's wash. Suplex by Sergio Dondelinger. Driving the knee right into the kidneys, the lower spinal region. Dondelinger sends Dixon to the corner, excuse me. And there's a shot by Dixon. Completely missed on the drop kick. 1, 2, whoa, that was getting that much closer to new World Tag Team Champions. Well, here's Bob tagged back in, and once again, I'm going to have to question that. I know Sergio's hurting as well. That shoulder and the ribs can't be feeling good. I understand that he's had trouble with full momentum or full rotation, full movement in that shoulder and that arm, and plus the ribs bother him. He can't get a full deep breath in. But I still got to question that with the condition of Bob's eye. Vince Dixon sending Bob now to the corner. And once again, Bob is not where he wants to be. Russell off the middle rope and down across the arm. And looked like he was going to go for the STO. And look at that! A rock bottom type maneuver there. Bob makes the tag. Sergio back in. Blocked by Russell. Catches him with the knee strike. And Bob now grabs him by the neck and right into the ribs yet again. Another knee strike. Catches him flush. Forearm right to the lower spinal area. That also can hurt the ribs big time. Stomp right into the midsection. Sergio fights his way back to his feet and a headbutt. Sergio trying to mount a significant amount of offense. He needs to wear these guys down. The ribs must be really killing him. Bob tagged back in yet again. And Bob now on the middle rope. Can we be seeing it? Bob, middle rope, the avalanche, and it's over. It's over. They've done it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. So very close. Somehow Cliff Russell kicks out of the avalanche. Listen to these people. The modified Russian leg sweep by Cliff Russell. Drops the point of the elbow right in the eye again. How close were Sergio and Bob? It was at a 2 9/10. And look at this. This is disgusting. The right hand's right in the face. And now Cliff Russell making Bob pay. I'm telling you, the official may have to step in, or this man could lose. He could lose his sight in his eye. Kick to the midsection and drops him with the neck breaker shot. And the drop kick, and right to the floor goes Sergio Dondelinger. And come on! I'm begging you to stop that. Again with the elbow in the face, and look, he's writhing in pain. Again. This is just getting hard to watch. Oh, that's it. The official just needs to stop this damn match. Bob cannot take anymore. And in the corner, and there's the elbow to the face. Blocked by Cliff Russell and leveled once again. Shot right to the back of the head. There's the tag. Vince Dixon back in. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. My God, how much can Bob take? Again, right to the eye. Referee, are you blind? Can you not see what's happening here? They're trying to blind the poor man. I almost can't even call any more of this. I can see blatantly with my own two eyes what's happening here. And nothing's being done about it. 1, 2, and Sergio breaks up the pin. Well, I know he wants the World Tag Team titles, but I think he's going to have to put that aside and think about the health and well-being of Bob here. Head first again in the top rope. Vince Dixon now with Bob on the top rope. Sergio face first off the apron on the outside. Wait, no. Powerbomb off the top. And that's over. 1, 2. I don't know what to say. Bob kicks out again. I don't believe it. The Uranagi now by Vince Dixon. What a shot. That clothesline nearly takes Bob's head off. And again, Dixon right over to Dondelinger. The drop kick knocks him onto the floor again. And I gotta believe that Sergio can't even breathe with that impact like that. The way that his ribs are. Don't tell me you're gonna do it again. You son of a bitch, haven't you done enough? Will somebody stop this damn match again off the top? For God's sake. 1, 2, 3, and all I gotta say, it's about damn time. Why the hell didn't this referee finish this sooner? I'll never know. I'll never understand that. That was simply a massacre at the hands of the Eliminators, and it makes me sick.
Here are your winners and still the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions.
I sure hope these two are damn proud of themselves. How do you sleep at night? I'm sorry. I know I got to continue. So coming up next is the GWA Women's World Championship as the Pirate Princess Kairi Sane defends against Xia Li. And let's show you how we got to this point. 2 weeks ago, after a victory for Kairi Sane, she was confronted by Xia Li. 1 week later, after a victory, Xia Li stated that she was coming for Kairi Sane and for the Women's World Championship. And just 2 nights ago, following a victory over Hallie Nolan, Xia Li made good on her promise, came down and assaulted Kairi Sane. She didn't even see it coming. And Xia Li right here with the Tabone suplex put a hurting on the Women's World Champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Championship.
As the leaves begin to fall, will signify the arrival of Xia Li. The mixed martial arts expert from China gained her GWA contract by winning the 8-woman over-the-top battle royal in Tokyo, Japan at the International Wrestling Invitational, and immediately set her sights on the GWA World Women's Championship, which on that same night was won by Kairi Sane when she defeated Hallie Nolan. So both of these ladies gained contracts with Global Wrestling Alliance on the same night, and now here they are at Merciless fighting over the biggest prize in all of women's wrestling. Xia Li knows exactly what she's here for. And here comes the champion. The young lady from Japan, the Pirate Princess, the GWA Women's World Champion, Kairi Sane. An impressive victory at the International Wrestling Invitational, ending the reign of the superstar Hallie Nolan, and now looking for her first successful Women's World title defense. But what a challenger she's got standing in front of her in Xia Li. I'd say that Kairi Sane's victory in Tokyo completely shook up the women's division here in GWA. It turned it upside down and on its head. An upset victory for sure. And even though she has that Women's World Championship belt on her shoulders, I gotta believe that she's still got a little something left to prove to the world. And that is that she didn't win that championship on a fluke. She's where she is for a reason, and that's because she is the best of the best. I know Xia Li's got something to say about that. So that now that both of these ladies are in the ring, we're going to send it down and get the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Chongqing, China, Xia Li. And introducing the champion from Yamaguchi, Japan, she is the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Kairi.
Well, there you have it. The introductions made. Kairi Sane going to surrender the Women's World Championship belt. Xia Li going to get a look at it, and look at that intensity on the face of Xia Li. That right there is what it's all about. Xia Li, Kairi Sane, the Women's World Championship up for grabs, and there's the bell. Lock up, center of the ring, and Xia Li sends Kairi to the corner. Elbow. Kairi going for the hamstring. And now, shot by Xia. And a judo hip toss right there. And Kairi coming back with some forearm shots and a block by Xia Li. Snapmare and the kick right to the spine, and Xia Li now unloading right in the face of Kairi Sane. And Xia going up top early. Frog splash finds its mark. It's still not going for the cover. I'm not quite sure of. But a sleeper hold, she grapevines her, and Kairi's got nowhere to go. This could be over right here. This could be over early. Kairi's got nowhere to go. She's fighting, she's struggling, prying the arms away. The elbow finds its mark, and again. And Kairi able to break the hold, but what damage has been done by Xia Li? There's a forearm shot. Double stomps by Kairi. And double stomp again, didn't find it that time. Block by Kairi. Against the ropes and didn't find what she was looking for. Knee strike by Xia, and again. Xia Li, now where's she going this time? She's going upstairs again. Down with the knee drop, didn't find it. Didn't hit the mark that time. Kairi Sane looking, drop kick right to the back of the head. Kairi Sane looking to, oh, she missed that one. Xia Li had that one well scouted. Xia Li waiting for Kairi to make it to her feet, but knee strike right in the face. That kick blocked. And roll up, but definitely all in the ropes, all wrapped up in the ropes there. Kairi now with a shot again and again. Blocked by Xia, blocked by Kairi. Forearm shot. And another drop, Xia Li. Xia back up, blocks the kick, and the back fist, the spinning back fist by Kairi Sane caught Xia Li right in the face, and now Xia's in the drop zone. Kairi Sane up top, insane elbow, cover. 1, 2, 3. Kairi Sane retains the Women's World title. It was back and forth between these two ladies all match long, but as soon as Kairi swung for the fences and hit the home run, it was all over for Xia Li.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Kairi.
A huge victory for Kairi Sane against a very tough opponent in Xia Li. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. 2 out of 3 falls for the Heavyweight Championship of the world. The Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton, defending against Chris Mad Dog Vandiver. But let's show you how we've gotten to this point. It was 3 weeks ago when Owen Gerald Sexton would smash a steel chair with the face of Chris Vandiver, and then a rematch was scheduled. Vandiver got the chop block before they could even start the match, and again was assaulted with a steel chair by Owen Gerald Sexton in an attempt to send Sexton to the wolves. Sexton wanted no piece of Bubba Mason on that night, but he was not allowed to escape. Sexton would go on to win that match, however, and in retaliation just 2 nights ago, this, bam! With the World Heavyweight Championship belts, dimming the lights of Chris Vandiver.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, this thing has been very personal for quite some time. Chris Vandiver, one of the few that had stated that he was not going to allow a group like the Coalition to run roughshod over Global Wrestling Alliance. He was going to do something about it, and he's been targeting Owen Gerald Sexton ever since. And this is his opportunity to end the reign of the Blueprint and the Coalition. If he can claim the Heavyweight Championship of the world for himself right here tonight at Merciless. You think Chris Vandiver is psyched up for this match? I don't think you can tell me otherwise. Chris Vandiver ready to go. Look at that focus in the eyes of Mad Dog. Well, here he comes. The Blueprint, the heavyweight champion of the world, Owen Gerald Sexton. And whether you like him or you don't, and I'm not going to hide it, I, for one, do not. But the fact remains that Owen Gerald Sexton has never been pinned. He has never submitted his entire career here in Global Wrestling Alliance. He has been one of the most dominant World Heavyweight Champions in all of GWA history. He has his insurance policy. The managerial expert, Don Holmes, coming up behind him. Chris Vandiver is going to have to do what has been seemingly impossible to claim the heavyweight championship of the world for himself here tonight. He's going to have to beat Owen Gerald Sexton. And he's going to have to do it not only once, but twice. Again, this is 2 out of 3 falls, as is standard for World Heavyweight Championship matches here in GWA. That is tradition. Well, the world's champion, Owen Gerald Sexton, looking as cocky as ever. We're going to send it down to the ring. We're going to get the official introductions for our main event.
Introducing the challenger from the wasteland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Chris Mad Dog Vandiver. And introducing the champion from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 266 pounds, he is the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, the Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton.
The world's heavyweight champion, again, been dominant. The only man that has never been beaten, and is also a 2-time world's heavyweight champion. Circumstances, yes, something I'm not going to get into right now. But there it is, the grandest prize in all of professional wrestling. Chris Vandiver is ready. Sexton is ready. We're underway. Already. Sexton already on the outside, and you can tell Vandiver wants to get at him in the worst way. He was restrained by the official. Already, Sexton playing head games. Vandiver out after him. He gets caught and sent right into the barricade. And head first into the steel guardrail. Caught with the clothesline. And you want to think that Owen and Gerald Sexton didn't have that planned all along. Again into the barricade. He suckered Chris Vandiver in. He knew that Vandiver was going to let his emotions run wild here. And Sexton took full advantage of that. But look at these people. They're completely stunned. That's not how they thought this was going to start. And down into the canvas with the left leg. Sexton now drives the knee into the right shoulder joint. He's really feeling full of himself at the moment. Here's the cover. 1. Looking for the first fall and only got a 1. Sexton with the low drop kick right to the face. And you can see the concern of Lilith Vandiver on the outside of the ring. And Chris Vandiver trying to come back, sending Sexton to the corner. And head first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, listen. What a shot! And now Sexton is reeling. Chris Vandiver unloading, drops him with a DDT. Cover. 1, 2. And 2 count, looking for that first fall. Oh, he missed it. German suplex. Sexton had that well scouted. Look at Don Holmes. Can't even contain his joy. And he's got to be real proud of his client. Wait a second. Out of nowhere, the Van Cutter. The Van Cutter. And Sexton has been laid to waste. Couple of elbow drops. Here's the cover. 1, 2, got it! Chris Vandiver claims the first fall, and he does it with a sudden Van Cutter. And all he's got to do is do that one more time. Head first into the top turnbuckle. Chris Vandiver is halfway home. Halfway to claiming the world's title, clothesline over the top into the floor. And wait, get your hands off him. Don Holmes putting his hands on one of the competitors. I think already Sexton will be disqualified for that alone. We should have a new world champion right there. The official begins his count. He's up to 3. Vandiver in, Sexton back in. Vandiver currently with the advantage. It's 1-0. Here's the cover looking to... no, not even a 1 there. He was looking to tie it up. Was Owen Gerald Sexton. Deadlift powerbomb. 1 and only a 1. Chris Vandiver does not want to give up that second fall. He knows right now he's got the advantage over the Blueprint. And now, Owen Gerald Sexton with the knife edge chop. Blocked by Vandiver. Kick to the midsection. Blocked by Sexton. And Sexton with the several strikes. Back and forth. Knife edge chop again. Out of the corner. Sexton now. Middle rope. And down with the splash. Here's the cover by Sexton. 1, 2, no. That second fall still cannot be claimed. Blocks the forearm shot. Sexton again pouring it on. Clothesline. Cover by Sexton again. 1. It's only a 1 once again, and I can tell Sexton's got to be getting seriously frustrated. But ever since Vandiver gained the first fall, Sexton has been all over Chris Vandiver. Vandiver hasn't been able to get much going since then. But he's also been unable to gain that second fall. Vandiver over the top rope into the floor. Frustration clearly setting in for Owen Gerald Sexton. And into the barricade again. Drops the knee right into the small of the back. The lower spinal region. Sexton now in the driver's seat. And sent over to the ring steps. The official still counting. Right now, Sexton's going to have to pay attention to that. He cannot afford to get counted out. Back in the ring. The official still counting up to 7. I think he's going to try to tie it up right here. He can't pin Vandiver in the ring, so he's going to try to get the count out in order to tie this thing up. No, unable to do it. Vandiver back in right before 9. Blocks the shot. Vandiver now. And the elbow to the side of the head. And hooks him up with a modified STO. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to tie it up. Vandiver has taken a lot of punishment in the last few moments at the hands of the Blueprint. Now here comes Vandiver. The open hand strikes. Blocked by Sexton. And there's a block. Vandiver trying to get anything going. It's all tied up. 1-1. Shot by Sexton. And again. Drop kick. And Vandiver right back to the canvas again. Sexton is measuring. Hooks him up, groundbreaker! Sexton feeling full of himself now, isn't he? And now he's just trying to make a statement. Hooks him up again and a second groundbreaker. 1, 2, 3. Well, Owen Gerald Sexton was able to get on a roll and he couldn't be stopped. But early on, Chris Vandiver hits the Van Cutter out of nowhere, gets the first fall, but after that, Owen Gerald Sexton unleashed a plethora of offense that Chris Vandiver just could not recover from. The modified STO even things up, and then not one, but 2 groundbreakers. And Owen Gerald Sexton once again retains the heavyweight championship of the world.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance World.
But once again, the blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton escapes with his world championship intact. That's all for us tonight. Tune in next Friday for another edition of GWA Supercharged.